Hi, this is Rory, and I had so many awesome comments on my Sex in a Sandwich video. So there'll be a link to that somewhere in this video. And the question that really stood out for me was, okay, so if I say, and you've heard me say this, that men communicate their feelings through sex. They're not trying to use you. They're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to communicate with you. They want to share their feelings, and sex is their emotional intimacy. That's at least the first place they go to. So the question was, well, if men communicate their feelings, then why are they so rough with you emotionally? Why they just go have sex with you and then bye? Hey, nice time, see ya. Just, go off and not call you and completely, not even pay attention to you, not even care how well you are doing with the sex that they are participating in. In fact, often not even very good at sex at all, and very blithe about the whole thing. How is that possible? Well, here is the simple thing. They are just straightforward. They're just simple. If you look like you're having a good time, or you say you're having a good time, or don't say you're not having a good time, they assume you're having a good time. I think we could learn from that, right? If you are not saying, I feel anxious, I feel uncomfortable, please don't touch me there, they're not going to know what to do. They're just going to either not do anything at all, or they're just going to do what they know to do, and they're going to be happy with that. Men feel very poorly when they do not do well by you sexually. And so we know that, and we're very careful about what we say, right? So by not saying, not speaking, they just think everything's fine. So they don't know that we're linking relationship and love and romance and, living with them happily ever after to the sex we're having. They don't know that at all. They're not assuming it. They're not guessing it. They're not seeing it. They're just not relating to that. Whereas our brains are just going there, and we're trying not to scare them by sharing that stuff. So we're working at odds with them. We are trying not to tell the truth, and they're taking what we are showing them at face value. So if he comes and has sex with you and then goes home because he's busy, he's going to assume that that's okay with you. If you just smile and let him out the door, your inner feelings, he's not picking up on those. He can feel your vibe, but usually if it's a little off, what he's not off like you're off, but not nice, not good feeling, not happy, although most of us are very good at acting happy, right? I am. I'll bet you are too. So if he is picking up a vibe that is off a little bit, he's going to assume it's anger. He's going to assume he did something wrong and you are feeling bad about it. And he's always assuming he's done something wrong, right? So his first instinct is to shut down and get away from you as fast as possible. Sounds awful, doesn't it? That's it. He's running because he did something, you don't like it. He can't tell what it is. He doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know how to ask. You don't know how to say. He just goes, bye. Isn't that really just feel terrible? Just miscommunication. And not just miscommunication, but missed communication. So what we got to do here is learn how to talk to a guy on a level he can hear, which is very straightforward. Like, I notice that I get very attached when I have sex with someone, so I kind of would like to know where we are. And if you don't feel okay saying that to him before you have sex with him, then don't have sex with him, because he's going to assume you're okay with whatever level you're at. He may say, oh, I don't know, I just want to take this as it comes. I just want to just have a good time with you. I'm having a good time with you. So we tend to take that to mean, well, that means I need to have sex with you, or this isn't going to work, or I need to do. We are guessing constantly as to what he's meaning, when he's just straightforward. Oh, well, right now I feel this. I don't know, I'm going to feel it later, but right now I feel this. And he's thinking, and she looks okay with that. How many of us are trying to be independent, modern women and not attach love to sex? Well, some of us can do that. I've done that a few times in my life because I knew from the first moment I was not really interested in that man. And I felt really terrible about having sex with somebody that I wasn't in love with, and then sort of rejecting him afterwards. Well, why would I feel bad about that? Ask yourself. We're okay sometimes having buddy sex with somebody, or sex with benefits, friends with benefits. One of the best relationships in my life was a friends with benefits sort of relationship. I knew that I was not interested in him because he was not stable as a person, and I needed that stability. But he was so great, and he was just a great friend to me, and he was just wonderful and warm and fabulous to me sexually, and it meant a lot to me in my life at that time. It was a very healing experience because he was not trying to misread me or mislead me. He was just really straightforward, but in a very sweet way, because that was his nature. And I was really straightforward with him, and guess what? I meant what I said. I really meant, I don't need a relationship with you. Just come over when I call. To this day, it feels really, oh my gosh, I did that. But I did that then. And life is about experimenting for me and exploring. And when I was down in the dumps, that was really a healing experience for me. And I'll bet you've had something remotely like that and felt really bad when you rejected a man after a while. And that's not what we need to do. Another video about, he's there for a reason. He learns from you. You learn from him. There's more to life than meet, get along, marry, live together. There's more to life than that, for me anyway. And if you're not on that page, please write to me, and I will express to you another set of feelings that I have and another set of opinions. And I do work with a lot of Christian women, women of all faiths, who have very differing views about what sex means to them and how they want to participate in it. And I'm just all for that. I want you to participate in sex the way that feels good to you. And I want you not to get involved sexually with a man if you don't feel clear about what the relationship is. Because what he's thinking is what he is getting from you on the most surface level. We keep expecting them to, read our minds and feel our vibes. And they feel these vibes, but they're not complicated. They just feel you're angry with them. They don't think, oh, she wants a relationship with me and I'm leading her on. No, they're not thinking that at all. So, time to have a conversation. I'll do another video right after this about things you might say to a man that you can really put in your little playbook there. Write down these scripts so that you can know what it is you need and how to express that. To get more relationship advice, check out this video next.